Good morning, YouTube. Tired Metalhead Weatherman here. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Hopefully, you guys are warm. Just a quick update. We're just going to mainly go over the time frame a little bit further in regards to Winter Storm Elliot's extreme cold. We're already starting to see the impacts. There's even, unfortunately, a civil weather message or a civil emergency message for somebody who's gone missing in North Dakota, actually. So hopefully, if anyone over there is watching by chance, hopefully you find who's lost. But another thing to note is while it's minimal, there also is a severe weather threat on Thursday. There is a very small marginal risk area where there is some very weak destabilization that's possible here over towards the North Carolina coast and some parts of Virginia here. The main threat with this will be damaging wind. Dynamics obviously aren't very impressive. There isn't a big warm sector to work with. There isn't a lot of warm air advection. So there isn't really a whole lot to fear here so far. So far as in regards to severe weather, I think this will remain a marginal risk, if not maybe be eroded away. So we'll see what happens with that. In fact, we'll exit out of that. So here's a look at our National Weather Service map right now. Wind chill warnings have really started to move further to the south now. We're starting to see Oklahoma and Texas get involved in it. We're starting to see northern Alabama. We're starting to see central Tennessee in there as well. Those winter storm warnings have stretched a little further down into Missouri. Excuse me. And the winter storm watches have now stretched into parts of the interior northeast towards the Great Lakes. We're still waiting on probably some winter storm watches and winter weather advisories to kind of fill in this hole right here. But there's also a question as to how much snow may fall in this region. So we'll have to see how they play this one. But another thing to note is I do think that blizzard conditions could stretch into this region. The duration is going to be the key question for that. Also, one thing to note, we have hard freeze warnings now in effect towards central and southern Alabama and Mississippi. Wind chill advisories are now in effect towards Arkansas, parts of northern Mississippi, and southern Oklahoma. And we have hard freeze watches now, including the panhandle of Florida. When do you hear that? Hard freeze watches, not your typical freeze watch. It's crazy. But that's just really what we're dealing with as far as the cold is concerned. Let's go ahead and take a look at the time frame for these temperatures once more. We kind of have an idea of what's already lying ahead right now. We already know it's gotten pretty extreme up in the northern tier. But we'll roll this forward here. And this is heading into 7 o'clock on Thursday morning. This is when that trough really starts to deepen. And those cold temperatures really start to make that push towards the south and east. And then when we get into Thursday night, this is when the negative temperatures are going to start to hit in the central plains now. Single digit temps are pushing all the way into the southern Texas here. Only a handful of places still feel like they're going to be above freezing. And we'll run this a little further and watch this heading into Friday morning. So 7 o'clock Friday. Those negative 30s, negative 40s are now starting to stretch all the way into the central plains and even into the Ohio Valley now. We're getting negative 20s, negative 30s there. Chicago, you're going to be pushing negative 30 on the wind chill. And by this point, we're even looking at Georgia starting to get a wind chill of into the negatives. Atlanta, you're looking at a negative 1. Birmingham, you're looking at a negative 2. And looking at Nashville, probably sitting at negative 14. So this is what's going to be going on throughout the course of the next couple of days. It's going to just continually get more cold, more more unenjoyable to be outside, and these wind chills are going to linger for a couple of days. We'll start to see these break probably a little bit after Christmas, I would say. Oh, I didn't mean to do a box sounding. A little hiccup on my part, not a hiccup on them. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the snow time frame, as this is when we'll start to see the bigger totals start to come in. Because here's our low right now, and it's really not till about here where it starts to really deepen. So move this along, and here's that trough, here's that low, or here's a couple of lows actually. This will start to phase, and this will take over. It's quite a moisture shield that'll start to develop here, and this is pushing a lot further south. I've been noticing with the trends that we're getting a little bit more moisture a little bit further south, and now that we're starting to see that on the short range models. That's why I said to anyone in the southeast that's hoping for snow, don't give up just yet, because we have no idea what lies ahead here. Also, this snow shield looks pretty impressive on the NAM for areas towards the Ohio Valley and Tennessee Valley, so there could be some pretty impressive snowfall totals with it. Don't really have the time to go over it, unfortunately, so there's that. But the NAM actually looks pretty generous here in giving snow to even parts of the Long Island area, from the looks of it, as we head into Friday night and even into Christmas Eve. So we'll have to watch and see how things play out. It looks like the models have this trending a little further south. I don't know for sure if that's still going to be the case, but it's looking like southeast, some parts of this southeast might be back in play. Nothing else beyond that really has changed. The real question mark for me has been the southeast and the mid-Atlantic. The mid-Atlantic I'm gaining a lot more confidence in, though, for you guys to have some pretty significant snowfall totals. The main thing that I'm questioning for you guys is how progressive is this storm. If this storm's a little too progressive, you're not going to get that much, whereas if it slows a little bit, could be a bit more significant. That being said, there's not really too much more time I have here. I'm gonna have to get ready for work. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys later tonight. I'll be a little bit more in depth with the storm track and the snowfall totals, and starting to hone in a little bit further on the wind chills. That's it. This has been Metalhead Weatherman. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Stay warm.